For MSU TV, I'm Mike Marcotte. Welcome to Moorhead State University, located here in Moorhead, Minnesota. As of late, there has been much controversy over the state ordinance which prohibits use of alcoholic beverages here on campus. With the majority of the students here being of legal drinking age, which here in Minnesota is 19, they feel that their rights as adults are being denied. On the other hand, other students feel that an educational atmosphere cannot coincide with alcoholic activities if they're allowed here on campus and in the dormitories. Earlier today, we interviewed several students and got their views on this topic.
I feel it should be changed. It really isn't fair to be on a state campus where the alcohol can be on campus, but the people around the community don't feel that we should have it on campus, or the school board doesn't feel that we should have it on campus, but the students do want it on campus. I feel that there is a majority that would like it on campus, maybe with some restrictions and maybe a test period, or just in general, maybe certain dormitories that would have the alcohol.
Honestly now, do you think that a test period would go over well at Moorhead State?
Yes, I think it would work very well. The students would be willing to try it, and I think the professors and the school board, the student senate, everybody would be happy by this, just to see how it would work out. And by a test period, it would give us a chance to either continue it or to stop it right at that.
Clece Salto is a fourth-year student here at Moorhead State University and also a desk worker at Newmeyer Hall. Hi, Clece. Do you see any potential problems in changing the alcohol policy?
Yes, I do. I'm very comfortable with the way the policy is now. I was an RA at University of Minnesota Crookston, where alcohol is allowed on campus. And trying to enforce that rule is very difficult because it tends to infringe upon the rights of other people. I guess if you want to drink, that's your priority, but I do believe there are places and times for it to take place, and on campus is not one of them.
Do you feel that it is a big problem here at Moorhead State?
I would have to say that depending on where you are, in some dorms yes, in some dorms no. My probably social realm of friends and stuff doesn't pose a problem for me, but I know there are times when, for instance, you want to study or whatever, and there's a party going on next door, and that's definitely a problem.
Do you feel that the crackdown policy here at Moorhead State is working?
Well, it's working in a sense. I think that, there's not the big, loud parties, but I still think everyone's drinking if they want to drink.
Do you believe that a test period allowing alcohol on campus would be beneficial?
Well, yeah, I think it'd be okay. I kind of like the system they have down at the University of Minnesota, where they allow it down there, like the system down there, and if we I just try it out. I think the longer the test period, the better. If it's a short test period, everybody might misuse it or something, and if we had a longer one, it'd give it a chance to sink it in a little bit more.
Do you believe that the majority of students respect or abuse the alcoholic policy here on campus?
I believe it's frankly abused quite a bit. It's obvious when you see people walking in with their little brown bags,
Do you think that perhaps a trial period would be helpful, which would allow alcohol to be on campus and give students a chance to use it properly without getting too rowdy, having too many parties?
I believe it would be a nice trial. It would see if it would get abused, the dorms would be abused, and if problems would arise. Otherwise, I think, a short trial would be a good idea.
I'm chatting with second-year RA, Jody Ekstrom, and we were discussing the differences between the alcohol policy from last year and this year. Perhaps you'd like to tell us a little more about that.
Well, last year, the biggest problem, I think, was in the discipline procedure, the floor, and the RA. All the discipline had to be on their shoulders, and now this year it's not. I mean, it goes to alcohol violations, so it takes a lot of the burden off of us.
Do you think this is better this way, or do you think it should be perhaps more lenient?
I like it this way. I can see the students' point of view too. I mean, I wouldn't mind having a beer in my room, but being it's not legal, the job is easier the way it is.
Do you see students respecting this policy or maybe abusing it more now?
I don't know. I found it a lot easier to deal with, a lot less loud parties and stuff on my floor. They're all smaller gatherings, as opposed to last year. A lot of them were larger parties.
How would you feel about perhaps a 6 weeks trial period to have alcohol on campus?
Totally against it.
So there you have it. A number of different replies on a rather touchy issue. MSU TV will have a special report tonight at 10:30 right before the Tonight Show. For MSU TV, I'm Mike Marcotte. Good evening.